What's going on, everybody? It's Wednesday, and as you can see, it is myself, and Matt is missing. But next to me, I've got a guest. Somebody you have met before, but only once on this stream.
Only once.
Only once.
My main question is why only once?
I know, right? This is Oscar. I've known Oscar since I moved out to California, 2016. I think I met him first in 2017, actually. But known Oscar since then. And then in that time frame, maybe 5 years ago now, 4 years. How long did you move?
Oh my gosh, I've been in Arizona for 5 years now. Wow.
That's what I thought. 5 years.
Wow.
Time flies, man.
It really has. It really has.
Oscar relocated down to Arizona and has been, I don't know what your official position or title is, but he's at Redcat.
Right. Yeah, my official title is social media manager. But like, being in the industry, you wear a ton of hats.
Yeah, you got to be able to do whatever you can. Anything that you can handle competently,
right?
Feel free to put that on your plate, because that's what's going to happen.
Exactly. You got to be able to add things to the resume. You know what I mean? Like you got to add notches to the belt. Even the ones that the boss don't let you have.
I totally agree that this is better.
There we go.
This feels much better now.
Much more normal. Yeah. No. So obviously I'm in charge of everything that is social media related to Redcat, and I've been doing that. That was the beginning stages of doing that. Launching the lowrider scene with them and being a part of that was really huge. And I've kind of grown in the essence of no longer really getting to play a lot with the RCs, but doing a lot of filming, a lot of photography. I've been able to, I want to say the last 2.5 years, 3 years solid, has every video that Redcat has dropped has been my personal work. So
getting to have some fun. And it is a lot of us who work in the industry now, it's like, you don't get to play with cars when you work in the industry. You have to make time to go do that some other time.
And I'm envious of you on that realm, because I feel like you still find the way to squeeze in time.
I am the only kid that lives in this house, where you have many that you're responsible for keeping alive,
and puppies. There's puppies involved now.
Yeah, Nicole was reminding me of that. You guys have Frenchies?
Yeah, I have. So we have 3 Frenchies of our own, and one of them that we rescued had before we knew that she was pregnant, and we got her, and so now I ended up with 6 more Frenchie puppies.
No way.
Yeah, you want a girl?
No. Do not say that too loud. Don't say that too loud.
I have her on speed dial, bro. All right, we talk about you all the time. Like, what's Joshy Poo doing right now?
Redcat doing big things lately. Literally big things. Felt like some really good timing to get Oscar on as well, because if you guys weren't much on social media this afternoon, Redcat dropped another new, not big today. Big was last week. Small this week.
Right.
I text Oscar at would have been a little after 3.
Yeah,
and
3:44 exact. I looked at the timestamp
because then I jumped on social media for a second. I was like, oh, Oscar is live actually right now, so that's why he's not responding to my message immediately like he normally does.
Right. He's like, hey, all of a sudden I'm like, man, I responded like, who new phone? Who this? I don't recognize this person. I love it. It was one of those things where I'm actually logging into your live stream from the phone at the same time here. It's just one of those things where you can't help but, like I was telling someone in the industry, or that isn't a part of the industry earlier, I was like, hey, it's a smaller world than a lot of us not even care to admit, but that we acknowledge. We're just busy. Life goes on, right?
Yeah.
But one of the biggest, I think, takeaways is you go to Proline by the Fire or an Axial Fest or something, because yes, I will still venture, even though I work with Redcat, I will go out and go anywhere. But anytime I see this face right here, he knows I'm running in for a hug. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a good time. And honestly, having your ongoing undivided support over the years with the ASD crawlers, the autism awareness crawl, and crawl masters over the years is really
way before Oscar was at Redcat, they had had built a really awesome group here up in the Bay Area, stretching over to NorCal or our, Sacramento area, all that. And they had great events that I looked forward to every year. My 2019 Crawl Masters was one of my, that's like one of those core memory events for me. Like just, absolutely. We were at Pigeon Point, 2019. Dude, we all got there early. The tide was blowing in strong. We were all just waiting around, waiting for the tide to go down to like normal levels so we could start. It was a cool event. It was a hidden course, so nobody got to know anything beforehand. It was something different, something fun every time, whether it was a Crawl Master or it was the ASD event, which was the Autism Awareness event, which you're strong, largely involved in that community. And so, yeah, it was like, there were so many events and those guys always did so much work.
Right. No, it's been amazing, honestly, in that sense. And that was kind of like my giving back to the community while using it as an opportunity to talk about autism awareness. And, my wife's a behaviorist and works with special needs children. And I kind of felt like being a father of three boys, 2 of them are impacted by autism, to do something and make it normal, less taboo to talk about it. And the community in Northern California and honestly growing leaps and bounds across the states has really been amazing in that sense. And it's something that has really left a void of wanting to do more with still, So.
And it's one of those interesting things, like, yeah, that void, and you want to, and then, but when you're full-time in the hobby, like so many times when previously, myself previously as well, we worked in different industries, and our minds might have been preoccupied a lot of our days when we were in those industries, still thinking about this stuff.
It was wild because, worked for General Motors for 15 years. I was a technician. I ran the service department. I was a service director. I left it to work in refrigeration recovery, recovering refrigerant out of Boeing jets, recovering refrigerant out of cruise ships. We're talking thousands and thousands of pounds of refrigerant. And my vacation was to go to events and host events. That was my vacation. I would spend all my PTO hosting events because that's what my passion was. And now that you work in it, it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm here. What do we do? What do I do with my hands?
Yeah, because now I just get to think about the things that I like to do all day. And I've still, however many years now, still been able to like go home and still be able to just keep focusing on it. But it's different,
Right. Well, like there was a time, and you actually talked about this the other day on one of your episodes, and you were talking quite a bit about the old school days when we had to make our own crawlers. Use whatever we could use to extend our axles and do everything we can. I mean, we're talking still pre-SEX 10 days. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I mean, I had mentioned it because of the new Vertex 6. When we started crawling, like that, that's labeled as a 6th scale, and it matches very closely. But yeah, like when we used to kind of start, like there wasn't, back in the day, it was kind of funny. It kind of ties into a couple of your things, but like RC crawler back in the early days, we had crawlers that we were building with these TXTs and Clodbusters and X Factors, locked out Emax suspension. Yeah. And then small scale trucks we had as well. And those were 2.2 rigs that used like TLT axles and stuff and that was called a small scale. There was no such thing any smaller.
Yeah, so I still catch crap about that, bro. Like Eric does not let up on that. He was like, when I first met Oscar, he was rocking 2.2s, 120 millimeter shocks on a deadbolt.
I found a photo today on top of my computer that I had TXT axles with Savage shocks, which were 7 inches.
Oh boy!
You could get 2 pop cans of Flex.
It's wild. I mean, and think about it though. Like, look at the progression that the hobby is taking us on over the years. And I mean, even more so the last 5 years. I mean, even what you guys are doing over at Vanquish, it's, bro, the mullet kit, bad ass, bro. Like as soon as I saw that, I was like, as soon as I saw the Pit Vipers, and the hair, I was like, I know exactly where it's going. Why? Because at the 2018 autism awareness crawl. You built a mullet build.
Yep.
And you, Gene Boyd, Tony Mazza, and the
Schultz.
Schultz. No, it wasn't Schultz. No, it was someone else. You guys went on the trail and just hammered the heck out of it. And that was my first introduction to a mullet. And I was just like, this is dumb. I don't get it. And then in the video, you can see the rear just like go over everything. I'm just like, I get it. I get it. Yeah. Bet.
Yeah. I mean, it's always fun things to do, and it's something fun that a lot of people don't, it's whatever it may be. There's people who could build whatever project they want, and then there's people who just need to be able to buy the kit and put it together. They're not going to have time. So
no, I'm still waiting for my my rock jocks that never arrived in the mail. for my XR mod, like
you're right.
Dude, it's a trip, but like I said, it's really been amazing to see the hobby grow in essence. And I remember going to Axial Fest year after year after year, Cisco Grove days. I mean, we're talking when it was like 150 people at most. Like I think the first time that it was going on out there, and I was so bummed out that I missed out on this thing that I barely knew anything about. And then I think like maybe circa 2014, maybe 2015 was my introduction into it. And then the foil hats started popping up, and then like you wanted to be part of the group picture, and it was Rodney's fault, and and then you had quotes, and you end up kind of growing up with some of these guys that you look up to. So for me to be in the hobby this long alongside, and to work with Redcat, and just finally work with a manufacturer was really honestly like a huge blessing for me. Like and back then we looked at Redcat like exactly what it was. It was a rebranding machine. There was nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up. It's like you came on at a time when obviously the ship was going to try to get steered a different direction, and so if you want to look at that progression, you just might as well just own that progression. Like, the
roadmap. And what I think what was great is to be coming at a time where Redcat was trying to break that mold, still getting out of the Gen 8, and then coming into the Gen 9, and still kind of not really feeling exactly where that was going, and still in a lot of ways taking the egg on the face from the hobby. There's a lot of loyalists when it comes to the hobby, and a lot of brand specialists and fanatics, and nothing against it one bit. Listen, I work for Redcat. I own Axial products. I own Vanquish products. I don't use the T word anymore. I just can't, associated, I mean, Elements. I own almost every brand of RC out there proudly. And that's just being a fanatic of RC. And I think that's one of the great things that I love about the engineers like Aaron and Matt, Aaron and Shane, specifically, because they think the same way. Like, although they work there, they're fans of the hobby, and to give, for the owner to give the new guys, an opportunity to be like, all right, show me what you got. You guys say, you guys want this. You guys say you want to comp this. You guys want, brushless that. Show me what you got. And just to kind of sit like a fly on the wall, watch it grow.
It does take to step back, and I've talked to owners as well, and like full awareness. There's no blinders on, like the plans and the ideas, and seeing how things, he's like, this is what we're going to do, this is how it's going to roll out over the next year. I got plan, and it all has made sense. And obviously over the last, I talk to him about once a year normally at NERSA.
And you're going to see him again next week, right?
I'm going to see him again next week. That's why I had you on, trying to make up for all the things that I'm saying. But it's always good to catch up with him. But Thunder inspiration. Need to head down, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Looking good, Oscar. That's obviously even last time we had you on, you were on that path and doing good things.
It's been an amazing journey from 331 pounds to 180 today.
To 180?
180. And I'm 10 pounds away from my goal weight, but to be fair, I think I'm happy at the 180 to 190 mark.
But I heard you're resorting to desperate measures now. I heard you go under the knife the other
I
day
did.
just
I
to
did.
have a little bit more removed.
I
So
figured, might as well sell some organs, maybe lose some weight.
I know it was an appendix, but
I mean, I don't know how much it weighs, but I mean, I felt lighter afterwards. I have to say,
yeah. So if we don't
low.
get to, yeah, we might not get to have Oscar for the whole time of the show.
Right.
Just he's literally in recovery still. So
yeah. But it's been an amazing journey, and I think all in all, between really working with Redcat has allowed me to do multiple things. Finally become a professional photographer, videographer. It's allowed me an opportunity to also become a mental wellness coach for men and women, but really ideally for men, and really using the platform to speak on it and allow men to really feel okay to be vulnerable as needed, and work on those things. Because one of the things that I found when working on my weight loss journey is that I needed to work through the demons that live inside these walls, and that was
that's the thing, the way a lot of us were raised in our time. That's the,
yeah. I mean, growing up, I know, listen, I still can't get it right, but I mean, every blind pig finds an acorn.
Even a blind dog will find an acorn. That's wild.
Exactly. But like growing up, we're told, like finish your plate, there's no food, and so you have to. Now when I'm full, I walk away, like, my plate away. I do. I put the wash, but
that's there. It's good habits. Don't you have kids you can tell to do that?
I mean, yeah, they're at the age now where like I can no longer be like, I gave me a beer. They kind of look at me like they're at the age now where they're like, get your own beer, Dad. You're exercising. Did you get your steps in today? Backfire.
Dart, thank you. TLT's narrow track. Yeah, the extents that we used to have to go through to build a crawler back then, and I was living in a apartment trying to whittle things out on the balcony with a hacksaw and a really crappy Dremel that cutting boards. And
my favorite mod, and this was now later in time, was the XR mod.
Yep. We buy our Burley tubes.
Yeah.
Burley and William lives. Do you talk to William much?
Or not much lately. No. It's been a while.
Because he moved down by your area.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, okay. He's down in Phoenix area.
Oh, okay. I need to hook up with them then.
Yeah.
Dude, so out of all my trucks, there's one truck that I love more than anything out there. I mean, two trucks. One truck he hates. he just hates Back to the Future, It's
a mid movie.
It's a myth. But it's honestly my original LCX-10 one. The only thing that's left that's still stock is the rear axle housing.
Okay.
Everything else has been cut up, and it has an XR mod with Vanquish, parts on it. We had to take down those the axles, cut them down, shave them up a little bit. Beef tubes, I think, inside of those. You know what I'm saying? So it's still like it's engraved. I can pick any truck that I want that I have access to, but if I just kind of want to go check out, like that's the truck Rusty.
Yep. Oh yeah,
it's the same truck that ended up in the Pacific Ocean too.
Oh yeah, that was a salty day.
Yeah, we were scouting, and it just
gonna need some bearings after that one.
Dude, it was a full rebuild, complete. Yeah, full bearings. I mean, every screw, everything.
Josh,
man,
appreciate it. 40s, 50s Chevy lowrider.
So there's not. I'm not going to say it's not going to happen. I'm not going to say it's impossible.
Never say never. Right?
Yeah, we have a long list of cars that we want to get to. Getting to a point where we can do like a deluxe, a bomb. I mean, even like a Merc. Something sexy. Lined up is definitely something on the list. At the moment, because the engineers have so much on their plate with what they're working on, I just don't know where on their list it lies at the moment. Like take for instance the Vertex 6, the Apex 18
So yeah, that was the one that came out today, the Apex 18.
Correct.
Now that's got the new they're the updated 18 scale axles, right?
Correct, and they're a lot wider, high steer axles. Yeah, they put in work. That and combined with the offset that they chose on the wheels, really sets it, really wide in that sense. And it's kind of been a nice progression to watch it happen and see them get it to that point. So to be able to offer the Scout 18 Ascent and then the high steer that kind of looks like a PW body-ish looking thing, it definitely was the progression. But we wanted to, the owner had a great idea as to listen. I don't want to push people out of the market. I don't want to go straight for the top, although we want to get there. I still want to be able to offer products that people that may not want to or can't afford or maybe are more in a budget friendly kind of mentality, or those folks that are going to do things to their own realm to be able to do so, without going all the way.
The small scale market is complex in that way, because small changes can add a decent amount of cost, which is a big percentage of those price tags. And it can really shift where that stuff looks like. I mean, you add some stuff in a 10 scale and it changes at $20-$30. Like, okay, that just, you change an 18 scale, $20-$30. It completely changes who you're comparing against.
Oh yeah. And you and I know this more than anyone, that, I mean, sometimes increments of 3 cents at a time, when you're picking and choosing certain things, you look at your build sheet afterwards, you're like,
how did that happen?
Yeah, like who's in charge of the budget on that one?
and I sit on that side of the fence a lot, because like at our shop, whatever, Brandon, he'll like be piecing everything together, and he's like, here's what it is, here's how much it's going to cost. I'm like, no. Like, this is ridiculous. It's like, I wanted all the things.
Right. And there was the, was it the Origin? Remember the days when the Origin dropped? I mean, people were shell shocked, to say the least, when it first dropped. And I'm always like, I'll buy 2, right away, like, I know what I'm getting. I'm getting axles, aluminum, everything, I'm saying. It's like,
and that's a whole different world of it all, right? That's like such a different than like trying to come up with that thing that's going to be the right balance of a good market placement. And
that just shows what Vanquish and the work that you're doing, Brandon, everyone involved has been able to bring to the table. I mean, look at the progression that you guys are at, to a point now where there was a time where the only crawler that you owned was a crawler that had Vanquish parts on it.
Never started that way, right?
And not to get to a point where now you have RTRs.
Yeah.
Now you have, it's, I mean, like, I remember when I was, in the hobby earlier on, and Vanquish parts were available, and it's like, hey, you buy once, cry once. What I'm saying? That was the name of the game. What is it? Savox 1231s and the Hummer, the humming servo, the wars before it was a war.
Oh man, that it's amazing. The servo wars have been around since long before the names that are that are in it now.
Right. So
high tech's back there just with PTSD. Right. Like, you guys don't even know what we've been through.
Right. The struggle was real. You guys got RTRs that can now crawl over anything. Like, man, like, you never seen Eric put a rock in front of a bumper to try and get him up. Like, bro, what did you just do? He goes, I just added like 30 pounds to the front of my truck.
Art, thank you. I'm glad Redcat became more than a rebrand. My first crawler was a Gen 7 Pro. I'll forever be grateful for Redcat getting me into crawling. Yeah, it's,
Dude, it was
there's everything serves its purpose.
No, it really was. It really was. So fortunately, Nicole said no to the puppy. So I'm going to send a message right now so they can bring me the puppy so she can see it.
Oh no.
If I'm going to see you in 2 weeks at Proline, I mean, be a great
That's
time.
what I was going to ask. I was going to make sure that you were going to be there. Well, Matt Stan, the Green Beard Ghost. So yes, if you guys have noticed, the title.
Should I get my Matt glasses? I got. Right? I got.
You got a set.
The clear set. Yeah, I got them.
Matt is not here today, obviously. And the title of Matt's stream is "It Is My Birthday Period," because it is his birthday. But That's not why he's actually gone. That's just a coincidence. I think oh, perfect. I don't know where my internet just cut out there, but it did.
It's okay.
So.
You know what? Like we deal with the same thing here. You know, it comes and goes. It's okay.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Thank you, Aardvar Explain, as well. I'm sorry, I'm way behind on comments. Oh, John, I was actually just unplugging my internet myself so that Nicole couldn't see it.
Oh, geez. Okay, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Oh, this is actually what Nicole's actual request is. She wants a Grand National body.
So, you know, they do have a Grand National body in existence, and there's some folks that actually have used it on the RDS drift car. They've used it on the lowrider car. It just doesn't. It fits the LR 260, which is a Monte Carlo chassis. So I mean, you could do that. I mean, does it have to be a black GNX though? Mustard, you know what I'm saying?
I think that it has to be. If it's Grand, yeah.
See, there you go. You're cutting off the internet so that she doesn't see the puppy.
TV off. Although the Caprice was my favorite release, the orange Caprice was perfect.
I was really happy with the Caprice. Honestly,
internet stopping really, is one of the signatures of the show.
Right. The Caprice was a great drop. I really love the big body feel. Get on it, Josh.
Oh, it's so good. It helps so. So 2 days ago, my AC quit. And
no way, completely.
Yeah. So we got that. I got that fixed tonight, luckily. So that's back.
So you're no longer sweating. That's what you're telling me.
Well, I'm just sweating now from the internet.
Okay. You know? Okay. It you know.
I guess it's turning into a red. You know what? At least I know Oscar can carry a show, no problem.
How can we happen? Hey guys, on today's live stream. Obviously, I'm not Scale Builders Guild, but you know, take his place. I realized that I need to speak with a lot more etiquette if I want to, you know, step in when Matt's not available. I can't say process. I got to say process.
You're right, exactly.
And I was watching his video on the way in, you know, his review of the Apex, and I'm just like, man, I just want to talk like him. Like, you know, people talk about me man crushing on Josh. No, I'm man crushing on Matt. I'm just like,
Now, unfortunately, Matt won't make it to Proline this year.
Oh no, is he going to be stuck in customs or
no? Yeah, exactly. He is pre-stuck. No, he's got another trip lined up, so he's not going to be able to make it this year. So at least we get to.
So it means it's me and you against the world, buddy. Let's go.
You know what? That's what we got. We're there. If we do another crawl off, though, you can't use the Vertex. So.
Okay. You know what we should do? We should totally do like go back to your old school, your first rig ever.
Yeah. You know what? I have a TXT at the office, so right. I can go buy some cutting boards.
Eric and I had this thing we were doing, and we never got done with it, and we were gonna call it a junkyard crawl off build, meaning people like you and I shouldn't do this with you because I know your junkyard is like massive. Yeah. But I mean, like we were going to bring out old school plastic bendable SEX links. Okay.
Oh my,
the wet noodle ones. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to go all the way back, find whatever we can. I mean, an ESC with no drag brake, you know, like a servo with maybe like, I don't know, 50
120 ounce inches, maybe.
That's way too much. You know, we need the servo to brown out. Okay.
For those of you that don't remember or were never in these days, back when we first started crawling, you couldn't find an ESC that had instant reverse. So we would actually install them backwards. So you had double pump forward so that you could still get instant reverse.
Yep.
It was they were tough times, but
Dude,
there was only a couple of ESCs that you could get that had an instant reverse, and those cost some money back then. And I was like, I don't have that kind. I don't have $50. Like,
right?
you're crazy.
Yeah,
So,
dude. No, it was crazy. I remember, going up to Mount Diablo, and it was for the GRCC events that were always happening
Mhm.
all over the area. And I took a truck with me, and I had a really just a crappy, ESC servo in it. And someone was like, "Oh, you should buy, X, Y, and Z." And I was like, "How much is that?" $125. I was like, "Psh,
Yeah.
can't afford that, bro. I'm gonna go back to the hobby store and buy a $30 servo, and of course now,
The number of options that we have, the you can build whatever you or you can print just about any body that you want. I mean, that's
Damien, that's a badass forerunner, bro. I love it. See, I want to say this, from one forerunner owner to another, I feel like we are like more refined than those Corvette owners.
Toyota guys.
And you guys with your
you-
fingers up in the air, eating your
You
Ritz
used to have a big
cheese.
truck. You drove a big Chevy as long as I knew you.
I did.
You moved to Arizona and you get a Toyota.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I miss my Duramax, but I love my Forerunner, man. I don't know what it is about it. It's so unpractical with fuel economy. It's gutless. It has no power. You know what I'm saying? But I love it.
But there's something about it.
Yeah, it's just what a feeling.
Matt talked about keeping tortillas in stock at the house once. Josh replaces him with Oscar. Like, whoever you know what I've started doing? Keeping tortillas in the house ever since then.
Now the only question is, how do you flip those tortillas?
Listen, I don't want to tell you how I've used the tortillas.
Okay, listen. In this case, then at Proline by the Fire, I'm gonna bring tortillas, and we're gonna use proper etiquette.
I'm gonna do the.
We're gonna toughen up those index fingers and just burn.
Listen, I TIG weld enough that my index fingers are I'm good.
You probably don't have no feeling in them anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm set. The fingertips on my TIG gloves are actually about shot. A couple times I'm like, oh, yep, that's I need new gloves.
Right. Yeah, man, it's rough, man. Struggle. I'm telling you, the struggle's there, But yeah, man, it's a miracle. The cool thing is, I think, as all in all, is like I said, being here right now where we're at a day and age where so many options for so many people in the RC world. It doesn't matter what you're into. There's mild to wild and anything in the middle. And
I mean, that's no kidding. The market now, I mean, you really can. You can get an RTR that will outcrawl any of the RTRs or any of the vehicles that we had in 2008 for less than $300.
Oh yeah.
I
remember buying kits, when they were first coming out, and people were like, "Oh, dude, it's a kit," it's like, and then one turns into two turns into three.
Yeah. I mean,
you're like at 20 something.
We'd buy TLTs, and you would take the axles out and you would throw the rest of the kit away.
Mm-hmm.
That was what we got used to. You just bought kits, took out these parts, and the rest of it was useless. So,
and then anytime there was a garage sale going on, those things are just liquidated like crazy.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many Clodbuster bodies I had at one point.
Yeah.
I had them stacked in a corner for ages.
When and then when I moved to come out here, the amount of stuff I had to get rid of that, I'm like, why did I keep all of this?
Right.
It was just absolutely just kept adding up.
It's so, I took one of those GSRCC events. They had it at Knight's Ferry, and I took Brandon with me for the first time, and he was like, "Yeah, I like to bash. I don't like to crawl." I'm like, "Bro, come out with me, bro. You'll love it, man. You can use my rig the entire time. It's dialed in right now. Just use it, blah, blah." Oh, all right, I'll go. I'm going to take my truck. I knew exactly what he was going to do. He's going to back out, right? Dude, he gets there. I give him the remote, and dude, he didn't hand me back my remote all day. Like, he was just enamored by just RC crawling. He goes home and just blows his load on buying anything crawler related off of Craigslist. It's still Craigslist days.
Yep.
And he ended up with a HPI Wheelie King, I think it was called.
HPI Wheelie King.
And my kid actually still has it. He gave it to my kid. He still has it to this day. And he shows up at this next event with this thing, and I'm like, what is that? And he's just like, oh, dude, check it out, bro. I got this crawler, and I'm just like, what else did you buy, bro? He goes, look at the back of my truck, and there's like 4 or 5 half-built crawlers in like various stages, and I'm just like, what did you do, bro?
Yeah,
But
I mean,
after that, he was a Vanquish fan all the way through, man. He loved his Vanquish builds.
Good old Craigslist. I'd go search the same thing on Craigslist all the time. I'd go see if there was any Wraiths or Wraith axles for sale.
Yeah,
I'd go get just like that was my
Rancho,
thing.
Some Rancho builds.
Yeah, SCX10 Rancho builds.
Yeah.
Oh, I did a video on that back when I first did one.
Hey, and just so you know, bro, like because my throwaways aren't as extravagant as yours, I'm more than happy to take your throwaways away. So if you have anything you need to get rid of at Proline, just let me know.
I do have bad habits these days. I don't keep things like I used to. Just it was one of those things. I was just like, I'm like, okay, this part I get that I should but what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna keep it forever. I'm like, I'm just gonna get rid of it.
Right.
And then because I put on a new part, I don't need but I've been better and better about going to swap meets. And honestly, the swap meet thing around here has really picked up again. We're having pretty regular swap meets.
So you kind of get to see a little bit more happening in general.
I can offload stuff. Like I've got some piles of stuff right here that are just swap meet ready right now.
And I guarantee you they're all brand new.
There's a lot. There's some in bags still. Like I don't need this.
Yeah, I got to a point when I moved out here, I had to just liquidate as much as I could. And when you move from one state to another that's 13 hours away, you quickly realize how much my wife can't hear this, how much junk I accumulate. But if she hears anything, it's all the golden.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. You don't understand what this is worth.
Yeah. Hey, you don't want to know what I paid for this, I thought it was a gift.
So Nicole and I moved in January.
That's right.
We bought a house. And the house, it wasn't all that far away from where we were before, which was like, I'm like, oh, that's nice. Because I was just going to hire movers. But I'm like, you know what? We're not moving that far. I don't need to hire movers. Right. Worst mistake ever. And moving close was almost worse than anything because
it's hard to get everything.
It's just right over there. Like I just procrastinate.
And how many trips in a Corvette does it take to move, 20 pairs of pants, bro?
Like I didn't necessarily plan on it, right? Sold my truck, obviously, just before that. It's like that was really bad timing. I really would have been nice to keep having that.
I'll be honest with you. We hired movers, and it was, in my opinion, the worst mistake I think I ever experienced. We got dragged through the coals. These guys arrived in the morning to start packing me up. They didn't finish. They arrived at like 8 a.m. They didn't finish till 2 a.m. the next day. After they had all my stuff in their container, they hit me with, it's going to be an extra like 10 grand. You have way more stuff than we thought. And we're like, what? I was like, that's not what we agreed on. You told me that whole truck would cost this much. So they are now holding my stuff hostage at that point.
Yeah. Like, what are you going to do at that point?
Yeah. So it was bad. And honestly, I think, and my problem is I moved in the middle of COVID. So,
yeah,
everyone was, and this was like right at the beginning of COVID. So everyone was like super hyper vigilant and like, you couldn't even go visit friends because people were like freaking out, So it really turned into a thing, unfortunately, where they were taking advantage of people. So I know it was a pain for you. I think it was worth it for you to do it that way. And now it's going to be the Oscars show because Josh has no internet. So now you get to see me do the robot and I keep you guys entertained, like meme status. So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but today we launched a brand new product. It was really, oh, there he is. He's back. Sorry. Okay. Don't tell him what I just said, guys. He's a great guy. He's amazing.
I could hear you the whole time. The robot, the new product, everything. I just can't see anything, and nobody can tell what I'm doing. God. So mad.
Oh man. So
I wish I could have brought my internet from my old house over here. That would have been great.
Right. It's one of those things where, like here, what I have to do is I had to run it. Anytime I stream, I just hardwire into the router directly from here. I just run one. But if I'm just doing regular stuff, then I just use the Wi-Fi from the house. But my kids are such internet vampires, bro, that I have three lines in my house for internet.
Oh my! Actually, I would. You know what? If I could just pay for a second service, I would do that. Maybe if I could just double it up. Yeah. But it's my whole neighborhood is this way.
Oh, interesting. Is it like old school fiber optic, not fiber optic, but like old school
copper? It's not DSL, but it's still cable. And it's mad. They told us that they're supposed to be upgrading our whole neighborhood. That was months ago. They said they gave us a date when they were going to do it. Still hasn't.
Right.
I'm not doing Starlink. Absolutely not. And I'm just like, oh, this is. Yeah, I thought they were upgrading it. They told us they were, and then they didn't do it yet.
And that happens a lot, actually. I mean, even out here, the 5 years I've been out here, the internet was horrible at the beginning. We didn't get fiber optic until last year here. They finally did all of the work in our cul-de-sac area. So I think that's one of the only reasons I'm a lot more stable now. Well, the wife works from home, so she needs and does, medical stuff. So her stuff has to be super
reliable.
So, and trust me, if she has to go to the office, she's not a happy camper. I don't want to deal with that. So whatever we got to do with third line, got it. We'll do it. He says, Thunder Thimble RC says, you're literally just a few blocks away from his old house, bro.
I wish that this just had the same internet as my last house. That would have been fantastic. I don't know what has happened, but we're out here in the middle of nowhere. And of course that means.
But it's yours now, right? It's your home.
It is. No, that's fantastic. That part of it is great. There's, home ownership comes with its perks and its downsides, of course. But over all in all, I'm happy with it. It's trust me, I've checked every possible option in this area. Right. There's one option.
And honestly, even a satellite situation, I hate to say it, they're not always as reliable for consistent streaming as one thinks. There's always drops that happen. I've experienced it. I actually had the Roam setup because I was like, I'm gonna go overland. Yeah, I need internet. So I went ahead and I bought a setup and I used it for 6 months and mine just kept dropping. I mean, I was at Proline by the Fire last year and I was using it. I'd have internet for 10 minutes and it would drop. And it would come back for 10 minutes and then it would drop. And I was just like, I'm over it.
We have a redundancy setup at the shop where we have a cable internet feed because that's all we can get. And then we have a Starlink as well as a redundancy. And so we have a monitor to see what does what and things like that. And it's just, like to be able for streaming and things like that. It's not something I can.
So like one of the biggest issues we have in Arizona out here is that all of the lines that sit underneath this blacktop years and years at 120-degree weather just degrades everything. So when I first started working at Redcat, the internet was horrific. So I'm not going to lie to you. The first 2 years of live shows that we did, right out hotspot off my phone. I mean, that's how we did it. But finally, again, even we got some fiber optic, potentially eventually in the future, and it finally worked out for us. But if it rains in the wrong way, lose it.
The one thing like moving out here to California and same for Phoenix that it took us a while to get used to is that in the summer the water does not come out of the faucet cold.
Oh my gosh, bro!
It's like because even here in Sacramento, like in the summer, it's just like this is as cold as this get. Like driving in the Midwest, you turn it to cold any time of year, and it's cold.
If I turn on my water right now, it'll come out hot. Like it's 108 outside, and I guarantee you the water coming out of my faucet is like 92 degrees.
Yeah. We're just, Nicole's like, what is this? Like,
Yeah.
something's broken with this house. I'm like, no, this is everywhere. This is everything. Like,
And then honestly, I do kind of miss that. I miss turning on the water and then like scrolling Facebook while you wait for the water to warm up. You know, it's a thing.
just,
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah.
you gotta love instant hot California, Arizona water.
It was a culture shock. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of things that really tripped me out moving out here. I was like back in the Bay Area, we don't call it the 880 highway. It's 880. I'm jumping on 880, and then I'm gonna take 101. I'll be there.
But we say the 5 or the 1.
I'm jumping on 5. We don't say the. No,
the 5.
No.
We say the 5.
Bay? No, I'm jumping on 5 right now.
Yeah, but Bay Area people are weird.
I'm on 580. I'm gonna be on 5 in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna be on 5 and 5. Out here, it's like you have to take the 101 to the 202, and then take the 17. Just even add an extra the just for giggles, you know.
Yeah, it's jump on PCH, not the PCH, right?
Right. Exactly. See, some people they see so things like that, and then like also like I go out and I visit. I still call it Prescott. I never seen a place.
Prescott.
They call it Prescott, and I'm like, why is it Prescott? Well, the person that founded the town, he didn't like the way his name sounded, so they really wanted to make it more Prescott, not Prescott. And I'm like, if you
then spell it that way,
the words, it's Prescott. So I'm over here sounding like an idiot throwing in town. Hey, I'm in Prescott, and they're looking at me like newbie,
outsider.
Yeah. Tattoos didn't give it away. Got it. Too cool. My bad.
That when I saw the Vertex video, you guys shot that up there at Prescott.
Yeah.
Because we had nationals up there one year.
Yeah, Walker Lake, I think it's called.
Is it what? I don't remember what it's called. Watkins?
Watkins? I think Watkins.
I don't remember. Someone will Watson Lake. That sounds right. And that year, actually, I was supposed to go out there and film nationals for RC Crawler back then, and this would have been 20. I don't remember, maybe 13 or 14, something like that. And I was supposed to go out there, and nationals every year was the second weekend in September. Just every year, that's the time, second week of September. So we booked our tickets, and then somebody called me on like Tuesday or Wednesday. They're like, "Hey, you gonna be at nationals?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Packing." And I was like, "Already, dude?" He's like, "It's this weekend." I'm like, "What do you mean it's this weekend?" And it was just like, he's like, "Yeah, we're leaving tomorrow to go down there to have a day of testing before." I'm like, my plane tickets were wrong. I called Badger, one of the owners of RC Crawler. I'm like, "Did you know nationals is this weekend?" He's like, "No." It's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Second weekend of September every year." I go, "I know." But like Sunday was on the 1st. So whatever it was. So we all had to cancel our tickets. I had to buy another ticket, like rush. So I had to go solo rather than like 3 of us that were going to film. But either way, nonetheless, ridiculous trip.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Beautiful lake, beautiful terrain.
Oh my God, that scenery was that Shane wearing the New Balance?
Yes, that's Shane. And I want to tell you this, okay, all of you guys on here, because I feel like I have a lot more clout now that I'm hanging out with Josh, okay, on his channel. And I am the Mexicano Matt right here. It's me. I'm Mexican. I'm a Mexican.
Yeah.
Shane wears. Everyone thinks that was like a get up for the video. That's the way the dude dresses every single day of the week. His Corvette has New Balance stickers all plastered down the side of it. I swear to you, I believe the man is sponsored by New Balance without being sponsored by New Balance. I don't know how he does it, but the dude, like that's his vibe. Cargo shorts. We call him Baby Deer Feet for a reason, all right? Because he's a little loosey goosey on the bottom end there a little bit. In all respect, from a younger age, he had a lot of surgeries on his feet. He had
me too.
Yeah. So you get it. So he really went through a lot of growing pains, which I'm sure you can understand and relate to. So those are really the most comfortable shoes for him to wear because you can
Maybe I should get some New Balance.
Bro, and he swears by the 623s and the 608s or 602, something like that. They're like,
I'll text him tonight and figure out what I need to order.
And he has to have the super wide, ones, but
I don't need that. But
so he has New Balances for church, New Balances for dinner, New Balances for driving his drift Corvette, New Balances for if he wants to kind of just go out on the town. He's got New Balances for everything. So if you guys are going to see us at Proline by the Fire, me and Aaron are egging him on that we're going to take his shoes while he's sleeping and we're going to put them on display at the booth. So anyone that wants to, touch the amazing Shane New Balance.
There was that shot when he jumped out of the truck. I was like, and I saw in the comments, it was like, someone really bringing the Grill Masters out for the video.
And then, dude, another comment that I saw was like, man, Redcat really knows their demographic. Oh, dude, bless his heart, dude. Shane, he takes it like a champ. We always we rag on it, but we all do. We rag on each other in a good way.
Yes,
myself and him, and even Jacob. We razzle dazzle each other all day long, and he's such a great sport about it. And I do appreciate what he brings to the table. All the guys, man, they're really, really swell guys. And I think it took me a lot of years to finally feel comfortable living out here, let alone making friends out here. It wasn't as easy as it was living in the Bay, making a lot of friends, And someone actually said,
wow,
you say hella out here and they look at you like, what?
I will say it every once in a while.
Yeah.
I'm just like, and every time I do say it, I'm just like, oh, Eric heard me say this.
Yeah, Eric and I just kept rubbing off on you, bro. It was bound to happen,
I'm like, oh my God, did I really say hella?
Yeah. It sounds great coming out of you now because now like you're more of a native, I'm saying? You don't wear the Kansas City hat every day,
Not as much. Yeah, I'm running unbranded mainly these days.
I'm a little disappointed. I was like making sure that I wore mine so that we can keep that rivalry going.
Nicole and I are going to an A's KC game this Saturday.
Oh, very cool. So you guys are gonna go down to the new well, not the new stadium, but the small park there. Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Because
I'm a little jealous, dude. I definitely would love to see it. I'm bummed out that being a loyal fan for all these years to see the team go and potentially still land in Vegas. But man, it's kind of a treat for the Sacramento folks to have something to do, normal, things that happen out there, like watching Western shootouts in that little, maybe getting a tattoo or something.
We have the frog yelling competitions out here.
That's fun. Sure. Is it a yodel or is it
no, you scream at them. You're real close and scream and they jump. It's a thing.
Poor froggies, bro.
I know. I don't get it either, but it happens. I can't explain it.
Y'all should donate some money for the frogs. Donate the money for the frogs. Poor frogs. Jeez, rabbit.
So yeah, we Nicole and I are going to a game this Saturday. She got some good seats, I guess. The early seats, earlier in the year when everyone was like, hey, something to do in Sacramento. Mm-hmm. They were charging like Yankees prices.
Oh, I saw that. Well, I saw that when they first opened season tickets out there, the tickets alone were astronomical, but I've heard they've dropped dramatically over the course of the year, which is bound to happen. I might have to ask you for a favor if you're going to go there.
Okay.
If you go there, I might need you to pick me up a hat, and I will send you the money. I would Venmo, PayPal, whatever I got to do, so you can bring it out to me in
PLBTF.
Yes,
yep.
Please.
We can do that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, people don't know, but this is my closet. This is where I'm in.
This room is your closet?
This room is my closet where I'm in. My studio where I do all my recording, my podcasting is my closet. The acoustics are good because it closes in, so it keeps the sounds. Yeah, Angels Camp. Yeah. What's funny is I've landed there before, and they had a great thing going on, like a blues festival, arts craft. It's a vibe, bro.
Yeah.
But right above me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 containers, and they're about maybe this deep, and they each hold about 12 hats each. and every single one is filled with hats.
You see, I wear a hat until I destroy it and then I throw it away.
I have some of those. This is one of those hats. This is one of those throwaway hats. You just wear it until it wears out and it burns out.
I wear it until like the sweat ring has discolored enough.
But then there's the, like Shane has his New Balances to go out for dinner and stuff like that. I have, a hat that I want to wear, that goes with my brown boots. I got, some that go with my I got some that go with these. And
while Oscar is half his size, he's always been pretty.
Yeah, I try. Even a blind hog can find a nut. Yeah, like I said, if you're there, man, like I'll send you my size, bro. And if you can make that happen, bro.
Do you have that is the nice thing about living out here, though, is that you can find hats of proper size.
Oh, yeah. So for me, like my thing is like I order hats online all the time. In fact, one of my favorite hats, I have it by my bed right now, is a hat in protest to the A's, and it's all green with an upside down A. And the only place in the world I was able to find that hat, believe it or not, was Brooklyn, New York.
That sounds my
size. Yeah. I was just like, what? I was like, I don't care. I want it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Thanks for joining Scatterbrain Studios. Much appreciated.
Appreciate you.
Swollen heads cause oversized hats. Yes.
Yeah.
I need that 7 3/4, 7 5/8. Depends on the brand, but
I used to be a 7 3/4, and then
did your head shrink?
It did.
Wow.
Dude. I have, dude. So people don't know this about me, but like you know me for years.
Uh-huh.
And back in the day, I guarantee you had no idea that I own 4 or 5 Stetsons, cowboy hats. And the 3
in here. No.
Yeah, right. The 3 that I owned before I lost the weight, they don't fit me. They're too big. So I
really
finding someone that I can gift them to that would appreciate them. I mean, you're talking about it's a 50X hat. They're like $1,500, and so like hats I gave away. I've gone through 2 wardrobes since then. I mean, everything just donated. Dude. The only thing I've not gotten rid of that I still have in my old sizes are all my jerseys, just because I don't want to get rid of them, and I'm never going to wear them, but I just don't want to get rid of them. That and all my ASD stuff.
Yep.
All my ASD t-shirts, hoodies, and everything. The wife was really awesome and kind. She had someone turn them into a quilt. And it's badass. It is so badass.
You know what? That sounds really amazing and kind. Do you know how many times Nicole's been like, oh yeah, no. I'm going to send all these shirts to somebody to make a quilt. Never seen one. She's done it to me like 3 times. She's like, yeah, your mom's making you a t-shirt quilt.
Oh, dude.
I'm like, okay. And then I never think about it again. She's just trying to find room in the closet. Oh, I keep falling for it.
Dude, I'm telling you, and that in my all my ASD crawler shirts that we had every year, I didn't get rid of those, but the wife bought me a shadow box.
Yep.
She put everything in there, so all of my shirts,
like your nice button down camo ones, and the blood. Yep, those were always great.
They're all in there, and it hangs up on the wall. It's kind of a momentum, So you go with the vibe.
I learned that they make 2X flex fit because of the hat my wife embroidered for you, Josh. Exactly.
So
I was wearing it this weekend, actually.
Check you out.
Because they sent me one the first time, and it was just like, it's a regular XL. It doesn't fit.
Oh, dude.
I need the 2XL.
Dude, like I said, yeah, 7 3/4. I'm down to, what is it now? Like 7 1/8.
Oh my God.
I had a fat head. Who knew?
I get a haircut and my hat fits a little loose, but like,
dude, I get a haircut, my hat sticks. Like, because it's all like a shave,
like Velcro.
Yeah, it's like
it's wild how much more you look like your son now. Or your son looks like you. Yeah.
Dude, what's funny is ever since he was little, I was kind of like, that's not my kid. I'd take him to the park and was like, sir, your son, that's not my kid. I don't know who he is. Come here, let's go. You embarrass me. No one likes the tuna.
Yeah, oh my God. So you're coming up to Proline.
Yeah, I will be at Proline.
You guys are going to bring. You guys got all kinds of fun new stuff to bring this year. So, you guys, did you have? Yeah, you've had the Ascent 18. Did it come out right after or at Proline last
A
year?
year ago, 2 weeks ago, was the year anniversary of the Ascent. No, yes, the Ascent, the regular Ascent.
Right, and then the Ascent 18 was a little bit later.
No, the Ascent 18 was 2 years ago.
Was
Two
it
Prolines
really?
ago. Yeah.
The Ascent 18 was 2 years ago?
Yeah, because last year we dropped the Fusion at there, if I'm not mistaken, right around that time.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And the Ascent 18 was out a few weeks ago, a year ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
and I know you have that. I know you have that robust spreadsheet too,
right.
Because you and I, Schultz, you, Eric, and myself, 2 Proline by the fires ago.
4/12/24 was the Ascent 18.
Okay, yeah. So a year and
yeah.
So I was off by a lot.
Not much. Yeah, but a little. Not 2 years. I was like, "There's no way."
Almost, yeah. But the Ascent, not the Ascent 18, but the Ascent in general was 2
Sure.
Proline, right?
Yes,
because we launched that one at Proline by
Proline by the Fire. That one and the ramp deck.
Right.
The COE.
Right. So this year, this is going to be one of the first years that we actually bring product to sell.
Oh, nice.
So we'll have a couple Vertex 6s, available for sale. We're all the 4 of us that are going. I mean, 2 of my kids are coming with me, but them, they just do whatever they want. But Shane, Aaron, Jacob, and myself are going to be rocking Vertex 6s. We already have different servos in ours. The
thing comes with a 1,000-ounce servo. What'd you change? You just go faster?
Yeah, I wanted speed.
Sure.
You know how the servo wars go, bro.
Oh, totally. No, it's totally reasonable. But like, it was cool to see the spec that you guys put in that truck in the first place.
It really is. And what's funny is, so the servo that I put in, I got out of an SCX 6 that I bought 2 years ago, and I was just like, I know exactly what I'm gonna put this in. I just took that one and put it in the SCX 6, and I was like, upgrade for the SCX
in the Vertex.
Yeah. So direct power. So I'm going to be pumping up some good juice out of it and running it through its paces. I just got to paint my body and whatnot for it, just to not have a stock looking body. But we'll have that. We're going to have the the Apex available as well. We can fit a lot more of those in the trailers, so we'll bring some of those as well out. They're going to be limited amounts, so I mean, obviously, you can't fit everything in a 4Runner. They don't have as much room as a Corvette. Just saying.
You can fit a surprising amount of stuff in a Corvette.
You can, dude. You can. Like 2 12s and an amplifier and a couple overnight parts from Japan. You never know. But yeah, no. So we'll have a couple of those things available, for retail there, and for those that want to get one on site.
That's cool that you guys are going to do that this year.
Yeah, we
Did
never
you guys have a trailer before, or have you done that for other events?
So ironically enough, we bring trailers out for every lowrider event that we go to. When we do lowrider shows, we show up with about maybe 100 cars at a time. And generally speaking, we move about, if not 100%, we move maybe anywhere from 50 to 60% of the inventory. Lowrider shows do really good for us, historically speaking. This year, like a lot of us know in the hobby, it's been a tougher year for people to spend money. It has not been as easily flowing on all realms, lowrider scene or anything, unless it's something brand new. So obviously the whole entirety first half of the year, with tariffs and everything going on, it made it really difficult to have a lot of these newer products ship out, with the uncertainty of where the turmoil was going to land on and the pricing. So we had containers literally just waiting to hit the water, with all of this inventory that you guys are now seeing finally come to fruition and arrive. So the thought behind it now is, we have products that we still have a couple things up our sleeve that we should hopefully, if everything goes well, see before the end of the year. Maybe some stuff that could be enjoyable for other folks as well. But the goal right now is to get the mini truck wrapped up, which should hopefully the order should hopefully go before the end of the year, if not the beginning of the year, which should land
So
us
the mini
somewhere.
truck, if anybody doesn't know, the bed dancer. On that topic, you guys approached that whole thing in a way, but you didn't hear much about it as much as you guys went through it. Like I didn't see like that whole like behind the scene, like how I saw it a few times, but I didn't hear much about it. Just kind of go through that.
Yeah, I'll run you through it 100%.
Yeah.
So the thought process is that, you know, we had a harebrained idea where the owner likes leaking stuff. Like he really does. He loves talking about it. He loves getting the excitement going. And I come in the morning and he's like, I did a thing. I'm like, what did you do? Kind of hinted at this. I'm like, oh. Being in charge of social media, I'm like, who gave him his phone? Take his phone away from him. Don't let him stop, you know? So it was, and so he was like, so what should we do with this? I think, you know, and I'm like, I don't know. Like so we sat at the round table and came up with all these ideas of what we can do with this, you know, topic. And the idea kind of sprouted to create something that we haven't really seen before, which is to invite the community in that wants to pre-order, not a crowd, what is it, crowdfunding, because at $100 a piece, you're not funding.
Yeah, no, anything. You're not funding anything like that.
You're not even paying for maybe one or two of the molds if you're lucky, you know. So we decided that it would be a kind of a great idea to do something where we can invite the community in, be a part of the process, show them our CAD file design work, what it took, what we failed at, what we're gaining at, and take them through the whole thing. Now, at this point, we were pacing to have the truck ready in about 5 months from then. So I was like, sweet, I can come up with 5 months worth of content for this.
Yeah.
We'll just go all the way to the beginning. And, you know, week after week, I had a spreadsheet of maybe 30, 40 episodes and a couple fillers just in case, you know. That's, you know, I go 52 weeks in a year, right? I'm like, if I have 40 episodes, that should suffice us, you know, no problem.
Right. Yeah. And when that was first announced, that was on episode, oh wow, that was quite some time ago.
Almost 2 years ago, maybe, huh? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we when we started getting into it, we realized that there was going to be a lot of issues. Primarily when it came to something that even myself I balked at. I wanted a painted truck. I did not want an unpainted truck. And so this is where things kind of get a little interesting. So I don't have a lot of say on everything that we do, you know, but I'm blessed with the opportunity of being in the creative state of mind. It's like, hey, Oscar, what do you think? I don't like it. I want paint. RC 4-wheel drive has paint. I want paint. Blah, blah, blah has paint. I want paint. Why can't we have paint? You know, I'm like, well, it's going to take a lot more to refine the molds and polish them up and this and that. And so as that was going on, we found little issues. The steering, after testing was walking from wear and tear. So then we had to redesign the steering. And then we found that the mold, there was issues with the mold, the what they call it, the release. There's a name for it, that injects air to release the plastic from
the pins, ejector pins.
Injector pins, right? There was issues where those were being seen, and we had to hide those somehow. And so then we had to use filler on the paint. So there was all these things that, as we were making it, myself and Jacob were like talking to the owner. We're like, we don't want good enough. We don't want just, okay, we did our best. No, we want to go all the way. Like, and so I think 5 months in, we realized that we had another year left into this project. Ooh, and that year delayed a few more times, because then we ended up doing a 2-in-1 that is capable of giving you 8.4 volts. So
you did a 2-in-1 motor ESC?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. With high voltage capability, which allows us to use all of the servos that are now aluminum case servos that were going to be plastic originally. And it was a kind of a push and pull cable mechanism. Oh my gosh. Now I can man crush. No, how you doing?
Hey man, how are you guys?
You know what?
Hello, Matt.
It's so lame without you, bro. Like,
dude,
you know, I've had
honestly, I don't know how Josh can do it by himself.
You know, like, listen, I'm telling you right now, I was wearing my Canadian tuxedo. I came in, I got my maple syrup. I started saying process, instead of process. I was.
Wait, process? I think I say process.
No, you
say
do not.
process.
You say process.
Yeah, go watch
Do
your
I?
video.
Oh shit!
Go watch your video.
This is what everybody should be saying.
Right. Happy birthday to you, bro.
Happy
Thank you very
birthday
much.
to
I'm
Matt.
I'm honored that people even remember that I age.
Yeah, it's
I honestly thought you were
good
a
because
vampire this whole time.
I titled your stream that. So
Oh, it's my birthday, so it is. I was at a Blue Jays game tonight with my clients on one of the projects that I just finished. So that's where I was. I'm now at the office, and we're about to get crunk up in here. So,
like it's 2006.
yes, yeah, exactly. Are you guys talking Redcat stuff? Because I'm not sure if you know, but they put out the Redcat Ascent Apex 18 scale today.
I heard.
No,
Oscar was
that's
sick.
tomorrow.
Oh, is that tomorrow? Oh, shoot.
Canadian team has you all messed up, bro. Did you get crunk already?
I've been crunk since 3:00 in the afternoon. But so if it's tomorrow, surprise. Yes, I'm definitely chocolate wasted.
Look,
tonight.
another cool Corvette.
Oh, poor Jeff though. His Corvette is blown up.
Oh yeah, he's got some lower end noise in the Corvette. RIP.
It's not good.
Don't feel bad. So does Shane. He just got his out of the shop.
Oh, man.
I told him, I was like, hey, you know what? I want you to call Matt tonight after his live stream, and I want you to challenge him. Both of you guys are going to have to drive your Corvettes to Proline by the Fire. And he says, my car can't make it there.
Mine could make it, but it cannot make it with all of the things that I'm taking.
No,
So-
Josh has a lot of tents from drift companies to take to Proline by the Fire.
Shane's problem is that he can make it, but only if he brings a trailer with extra tires because he's going to wear them out.
You know what? I'm so thankful that Josh brought a guest in because without me, this show is garbage. It's hot garbage.
Dude, I'm glad you said what we're all thinking. You know what I'm saying? What's funny is I'm noticing now the tips are really coming in. Okay?
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Speaking of, Matt and I, next week we will be live from Vegas.
And we will definitely be drunk for that episode.
Get ready. Live from the Palms in Vegas.
That night, I've already booked the restaurants, Josh. So we're going to be at Nomad that evening at the library.
What time is the reservation?
Yes.
Yes. The answer is
it better not be 6.
No, it's after that.
Okay, good.
Why would why would I book a restaurant
you're
for
old
6
now?
p.m.?
Because you're old now.
Yeah, I booked it for 3, so we can get out of there by 4:30.
Like I'm trying to be at the hotel in my second outfit of the night.
Dude, does this mean that Matt finally gets to use his early bird special AARP card?
I brought this coupon.
I'm gonna walk around that joint like I'm the marketing director. That's how it's gonna be. Vittorio, who?
What?
Dude, yeah, congratulations on Vittorio, dude, joining the team. That is awesome.
Yep.
Yes, it is very cool. He's a very, very nice guy. And I'm so glad that I don't have to say, no, I don't work at Vanquish.
No. I loved that rumor. It was the best rumor. It was my favorite thing to say.
Listen, when the local news hit me up and they're like, "Hey, we heard that you applied." No, I did not. Josh acts like he likes me. He doesn't really like me.
Oh man!
I just because I'm the lucky, fortunate one that has his life cut out, real life, garage, you know. I use it to get in the HOV lane every day. But... Hey, buddy. Hey. You know?
What in the world?
How you doing, buddy? Let's go.
The voice is much lower.
Yes,
Much lower.
RC and more. Thank you
Oh,
very
I
much.
love it.
Oh my
I love
God.
it. I love it.
Nicole being pregnant. Oh my, I forgot about that.
How could you forget about that?
Wait,
That was
wait,
wild.
What did you do with all the diapers I've been sending?
Right?
He's wearing them, of course.
Craigslist. That site's still up.
He's like, I got my FYP going on is it what was the Craigslist? What was it? Rants and raves.
Oh yeah, missed connections.
Disconnection.
No.
Pillow Talk was always my favorite.
Yeah.
Never heard of that one.
No?
No.
Oh boy.
So it's a lot like Misconnections, but it's later at night. You're hoping somebody comes over.
Matching velour tracksuits for Vegas.
Not matching velour tracksuits, but we do have matching outfits.
We
Listen,
do indeed.
If I don't see a cameo, what does mine say? What does mine say? Daoud.
Dude.
We did get Matt a special shirt made again. Last year we had a flannel embroidered for him. This year something spicier.
I'm still gonna bring that shirt though.
Dude,
Yeah,
this flannel has to have cutouts though, like right here.
Yeah.
Nobody needs. No, look, I've seen enough of Josh topless. I don't need to see myself topless at a show either. Okay.
Yesterday when we were doing the live stream at Vanquish for the mullet release, I had got a Saved by the Bell pattern shirt, and Brandon walked into the office where the studio is, and I'm in there shirtless because I'm putting on my button. He's like, Jesus, dude. And I'm like, what? And I button it up though, and the last button's like here. And I'm like, oh. I'm like,
I'm going to wear a t-shirt.
That's a little much for this stream, I think. Like this, yeah, this release is supposed to be more 80s, 90s than 70s.
I was kind of felt when I saw the shirt, like you needed a gold chain hanging. You know what I'm saying?
I said that too to Brandon. I go, why didn't I have a gold chain?
Right. Do a little maybe a little peppercino.
I'm very thankful that Brandon messaged me. It was like, hey, we don't have a picture to show off the limited edition sunglasses. Are you okay if we use your picture? And I was like, I guess. And I didn't realize it would be featured so prominently on the website. So thank you.
I'm just wondering why your face wasn't on the box. That's my
missed opportunities.
Yeah, missed opportunity for sure.
All right, boys, I'm gonna let you get back to it.
No
have a
problem.
Time.
Enjoy yourself, man. Happy birthday, brother.
Destroyed. So
yes.
If you don't, I'll be very disappointed.
I'll text you very early tomorrow.
Yeah, please do. That Ascent Apex is wild good, dude.
Dude, appreciate it, man. Great job on that video too, as always, Matt. Man,
Thank you. I appreciate that. No mullet or weird sunglasses or anything. But,
no, maybe I don't know. Maybe we're
okay that it's not movie quality.
Mullet Apex, you know, you never know. A mullet pecs.
Yeah, we'll come up with something good.
Yeah,
I'm not the marketing guy, but you can still ask me for good ideas.
But you know a guy. You know a guy.
Get him weird shirts. That's all it takes.
Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Oh man. All right. So where were we?
It's impossible to say.
Okay, so the mini truck.
Yeah.
So I'll wrap you up on that. So progressing forward, we got to a point after fixing all these little tidbit issues that we were, getting to, and we realized that we finally kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. So during the time where we were kind of in the standstill, we took it off the market. We had the page up, but we weren't selling any, and I didn't feel like we should, as a marketing aspect, I didn't want to keep promoting a product that we're not selling and just pissing people off. So why go down that road? So we kind of kept it mum's a word for a little bit, allowed us to recollect, but in the background, in the Facebook group that we have for it, because everyone that pre-orders gets access to this private group, we're having weekly lives and updating them with everything that's happening, showing them samples of painted bodies, showing them chrome samples, showing them mold samples, and what we're finding and what issues we're working through. So for those guys, it's been kind of a real awesome experience. And a lot of them have really voiced their opinion. Like, dude, I'm just like really enamored with
And
all the information overload of the whole thing. You know,
I love, and the idea of it is amazing because it's something that we would all love. Like, we're all passionate about this stuff, and we all, Darren, good seeing you here. Watch it early, he said.
don't
I
believe
was
that. Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, I ran into his office. I'm like, what are you doing? No, don't do that, please.
It's one of those things, like, in the perfect world, it's what we would all want to do. We're like, hey, this is what the thing I'm working on. Because for us, like, we're working on a project, and it's like the new shiny thing that we're doing, and we're so excited about it, and it's all we want to talk about, but we can't talk about it for a year.
Right. And I
But
think
you guys are in that, you own this market, right? A low rider, mini, whatever that, that market, that's like, you guys are it. So you can do this in this fun way, which is amazing.
And I think that's one of the things that the owner saw value in. It's like, hey, we already own this sector. So what harm are we going to do by sharing this information that's proprietary? I mean, we're not making anyone sign NDAs, but we pretty much asked them to just be honest and not share all of that, yes, the pre-orders for the Founders Edition has closed. Now the Founders Edition is going to come with a selected paint that we allowed the community to pick. So all of the founders that are in the group, I call them my founders.
It's orange.
It's orange. Yes. It's sunburst orange, metallic sunburst orange. But they were able to choose the color, the final outcome of the color. I mean, we went down, we voted on these color schemes. It was electric blue pearl was number one for the longest time. The blue pearl, purple, white was on the list, red. I mean, all these other colors, and the electric blue pearl and the orange ended up tying on the last run. So we had to do a tiebreaker. And in the back end, we're trying to, push things forward and get things going, because we're running out of daylight to get these orders in. Right. So we get to that point finally. And that's where I think the community was able to also pick whether it was chrome or gold bits that it came with. So, we really allowed the founders to really be invested in the product itself. And in a perfect world, obviously it wouldn't have been a multi-year avenue, but we are here, right? And we are going to offer a standard edition, which will be available about 3 to 6 months after the regular one drops, the founders drops. But the founders going to come with all the goodies. I mean, it's going to come with all the bells and whistles, sealed holographic stickers, and it's been a blessing in disguise, because we've learned so much about the community and so much about how to interact with them. And I think that's what I've taken the most out of.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's been, lessons learned and, things at the same time that maybe you can harness even more for the next time. Or, if that could have been one of those, maybe you guys will do it again. You don't have to say, but like, that could just be one of those unicorn opportunities that people got a chance to be a part of, because like in areas of the market where there are multiple companies that are, you don't want to tell a company what you're doing, what you think is 5 months and turns into 2 years later, because someone will just swoop in and do your stuff. But
100%. And I think you nailed it, right? Because let's say if we were to do the Apex and
sure,
a year and a half, 2 years ago, leak that out, then we would have that's a competitive market for us, right?
Sure.
But the RC lowrider scene, we've been very blessed since it came out. Darren and the team have done an amazing job. Yes, Travis. How did you guess the next drop? It's one of those things where, because we have that really grounded, and we don't really see anyone really wanting to play in that market. I mean, why not? Go for regular in that sense.
It was a cool concept when I saw you guys do that, and it's cool that it's, again, if people get to experience something like that again, that's awesome, because if they don't, I could see it exactly, but
it's I think like, even from a hobbyist standpoint, not even from working for Redcat or seeing the growth and doing work with Axial in the past and helping set up trails at Axial Fest and being a fanatic of it, just to do whatever I can to be close to folks like yourself. It's really awesome when we were sitting there and like this light bulb goes on, and it's like, well, why don't we just include them, let them see it all, and
Sure. Yeah.
and it's one of those things where you're just kind of like, I mean, who's ever done that? I was like, I don't think I've seen anyone do that. Like, that's kind of wild, right? It is wild. But again, at this time, we thought 5 to 6 months was what we were looking at. It got to a point where I had to come up with a lot of filler episodes, and as we did it, but it came out okay. Oh, the COE hauler, the dude on the bike. What happened there?
So I had the COE, right? And I designed up a plate, a laser cut steel plate that went in the back, and I put 3 of these. They're made for skateboards. So if you do, I don't know, whatever it's called, when you put the back of the skateboard down, you shoot sparks.
Okay, yeah.
I put 3 of these on the back. All right. So set it up so that I could drop the COE while it was dry, because I converted it to brushless, the whole deal.
Yeah.
I could, when I drop it, it would shoot sparks out of the back, right? Well, during testing, Gunner was driving my Gladiator, and something I was trying to do a test one way or another. Anyway, something happened on the first run, and when I went to go do a second run, something happened with the rear end of the COE. So I made Gunner stop and pull over. I had my gimbal out of the door, so I had him stop, pull over. Well, basically, when he stopped, it was on a normal street. Allegedly, there was a person riding a bicycle towards us.
Oh.
And we didn't stop in the bike lane, but I opened my door and he didn't touch or hit my Jeep, anything like that. And he took an evasive maneuver, basically. And he hit a curb, and he and he didn't speak any English, though. And I was just like, "Are you okay? Are you?"
He probably got on his bike and was like, "I'm out of here."
He didn't say. He was like, and he's like, and he's kind of picked up his bike, and then he just like took off. And Gunner and I are just sitting there, just like, what just happened? He didn't touch us or anything. I think he had time to stop. I don't know how it happened. I can't explain it. But the CO, I'm pretty sure it was Redcat's fault.
Watch, I'm gonna go to work tomorrow and be like, "Hey, so we got this lawsuit. We got
this letter.
Some guy on a bike and some weirdo with a gimbal." And I was like, "Oscar, do you use a gimbal?" Oh crap! Yes, he is. I love it.
And it was like a road bike. He hit the curb, and there was a wide sidewalk, and he just splayed across it.
Oh, dude, that's all bad.
Gunner reacted zero.
I can't take you anywhere. Oh my god. Oh, bro.
I did not hit him. He didn't touch me or my property. He merely had an accident near us.
Yeah.
And
Art, I guarantee you, Art's right on this one. So there's probably I just chucked it. Oh,
yeah, he spoke English before. He just couldn't get any words out. No. Oh my goodness.
All right. So.
Oh my God.
So she's a Fluffy.
I don't know that I've seen a Fluffy Frenchie.
Yep. She's a cute little girl.
Is this mom?
No, this is
one of the. You've got 7 of these full size.
6 right now. Well, at the moment, I got I sold 3 of them. I have 3 left right now.
Oh my God!
So
that at how it's got to be at some point kind of hard to let go.
Oh, dude, they're my babies, bro. I mean, all these dogs, they I feed them. I've whelped them, so they've been with me since birth. I birthed them. I was there, because the mother dog had them naturally. And yeah, so they're my babies, and so it's been hard to let them go. That's why I'm very selective on it.
No, you can't buy it. Go away.
Come, baby girl. Say hi. No? Look at that face. Josh.
Oh my God.
Josh.
You know, both of our cats I've had to fly to Phoenix to get.
Oh, really? See?
Yeah.
Bring me Bluey. Let me show you the other one that I have.
What are they specifically?
These are just French bulldogs. Fluffy,
Just French bulldog. Gotcha. Yeah.
French bulldogs with the fluffy gene. So, yeah, fluffy French. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I've ever seen a fluffy French.
So
That's
I have, in fact, hey, bring me Chewy. So that was Princess, and then I have another one who, from when he was a puppy, I called him Chewbacca because he has long hair and he would when he would be hungry. So Chewy's the biggest one. He's the one I'm keeping.
Oh, you really?
Yeah, and he is huge, and he is this big furry ball of just cuteness. And the reason why I'm keeping him too is because his ears didn't want to perk up. I didn't feel like tying him up. Well, bring him first, and then bring me Chewy.
Oh my God!
So this is not Chewy. This is Bluey. This is the other boy that I'm looking for a home for.
Oh my God! They're big already.
Well, yeah, because I've had them. They're going to be 5 months now.
Okay.
So
yeah. Oh, I would have such a hard time letting.
I've had a hard time letting them go, and well, here you go. Then the health issues that I've been going through have been kind of tying me up here at home and unable to focus on marketing them. So they got to a point where they started getting a little bit bigger, and now I'm like, okay, they've lost their luster as small little puppies, but they're just fur balls. There's two other ones. There's one, Roxy, she's really small, but so Chewy, the one I'm keeping, I decided to name him Chewy Bartholomew Ramirez because you know what I'm saying. So we call him Chewy, Choo Choo. All right. Now this is Chewy.
Oh my God!
See how big he is? He's huge. So he's what's going to be. He actually has the fluffy gene. So you can see he's really, really extra hairy, and he actually is going to be an XL Frenchie. So
really,
most Frenchies kind of top out about the 20 to 30 pound mark. A healthy French is about 26 pounds. This bad boy, he's going to be an XL. He's going to be ranging somewhere in the 40-pound range. So I wanted to keep him for that.
That thing is going to snore like a grown man.
Oh, bro, they snore already. They're cute. There's nothing puts you to sleep better than hearing a snoring dog. So,
you know what? I told Nicole that too.
Nicole met the one I got at Proline.
Yeah, that's what she reminded. She goes, "Oh, find out about the dog." Yeah, that's before we started the stream.
Right. So I still have him. He's actually these dogs' uncle.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, same breeder and everything.
I'll come down and pick up Nicole's. No, Gunner. No.
All right, thank you, buddy. It's okay. Thank you, buddy. So yeah, it's been the vibe,
Dude, that is so much. You've got so much going on in that house. I can't.
It's nuts. Like I said, right now with
how old are the kids now?
My oldest is 19. He just turned 19. Elias, my middle son, he is going to turn 18 in February. So he's a senior right now. He actually went to nationals for film editing and filming and animation.
Really?
Yeah. So that's his thing. That's his vibe. Mainly because he chases the girls and whatever they're into. So now he's in theater, and I'm just like, what are you doing? And he's just like, I'm just homegirl wanted to do it, so I said I'll do it. So, and of course he's the lead role in The Great Gatsby, and I'm just like, what? He's like, I don't know, Dad. I gotta play this drunk guy. And I was like, cool. So you're gonna act like me? No, this guy's mean. I was like, you buy me pizza when you're drunk. You walk in, you're like, you guys hungry? You guys want to eat something? I'll order food.
I can't believe they're 19, 18.
And then my youngest, the one that's right here, he's 13. So yeah.
Dang.
He'll be 14.
I mean, yeah, because your kids were just
Yeah,
running
going to every
around
single
80s.
event, running around with RC trucks, you know. So yeah, so
Wild.
it's definitely a vibe, you know. So yeah, so you know, talk about it with the wife. Let me know if I need to bring one
You
with
know
me.
what? I think she's busy. I think.
Oh no, she's in the comments. She says Chief
How red are
needs
my ears already?
someone to play with.
That's what she keeps saying. She's like, we need to get another cat so Chief has somebody to play with. We need a dog. I'm like, no, we don't. No, we absolutely don't.
Well, I will say this: the reason why. So I've had pit bulls, American bulldogs, I've had Rottweilers, I've had Labradors. Growing up, I've even had a boxer. So I've had dogs my whole life. My favorite breed to date is still a Frenchie because they don't need a ton of exercise. They are loungers. So if you're like the person that likes to lounge on the couch and like watch TV or something, they just like lounging. They're just awesome lap dogs, you know.
Your last guest had like 19 kids.
Yeah.
He had 8 or 9. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 3 kids and 7 dogs. So yeah.
Yeah. It's just
it's out there. So
it's a social experiment. We're waiting to see how long people pick up on it.
right.
No.
Right.
No.
Dude, imagine. So what's funny is the guys at work, they know I bring a Frenchie with me almost, I don't know, 2-3 days a week. My dog goes with me to work, dude. And I'll go up and I'll look at Johnny and be like, Johnny, go to work. So he'll go under my desk into his bed and he'll pass out for 3-4 hours. I do some work. We'll go out for a walk. He'll go potty. He'll eat. Go back to work. We'll lay down and go back to sleep. And then we go home and he's a happy cat. Well, sometimes we'll go get a puppuccino for him, you know?
Yeah. I'm there for that.
Yeah.
Anyone in UK distribute Vanquish parts? Schumacher in the UK is the Vanquish distributor. So there you should be able to get just about anything that you need from that. New Vanquish mascot. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. See?
Oh my God.
Telling you're missing out, bro.
Was that the Corvette I should fire up in the background? She has never driven that car.
Until
never
now.
Won. Yeah, exactly.
Oh shoot. All right, Josh, man, I'm gonna have to.
Yep. I appreciate you, Oscar. Thanks for joining us. Good luck on your recovery. Hopefully sitting in the chair this long didn't get you too much. So have a good one, man. Appreciate you
I appreciate
answering the call on short notice.
No, thank you for having me as always, man. I always appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in a few weeks. And
yeah, man. Looking forward to it.
It's always a good time, brother, man. So thank you as always, man. You guys stay safe, stay blessed. Everyone out there that's watching, I appreciate you guys, all your support. Don't believe all the hype.
Yeah.
The only reason his head is that big is because it swells.
Later, man. It's good seeing you. Bye. See, it's always good to see Oscar. Obviously, I've known Oscar a long time. It's always a blast to have him on the show. Like I said, I messaged him today at 3:45, whatever it was. Short notice, he's like, I'll be home from work about then. I can make it. Like, thick. So that was it's always good to have him. And Matt with his birthday. So you guys should all go find one of Matt's videos. You should go find an old obscure video, just because like when we're on the back end of the Facebook or of the YouTube channels, it shows what video and like where the comments. Just go find something old and ridiculous, maybe something embarrassing that he did, and go comment on that. Like his how to work with styrene video from like 2015. That's an oldie but a goodie. Go comment on, or the steam truck video. Go leave a weird happy birthday on an old video of Matt's. It's Master. I'm happy to say that the HVAC has been fixed. Mullet shipping this week. I'm excited. Mullets should be shipping tomorrow. So I know we put early October on there, but yes, mullets should be shipping tomorrow. And you guys, some of you will have them for the weekend, depending on where you are. If you're close, Northern California area, you probably have them in a week. Where is this? Matt checked in for a moment, but he was gone this week because he had some client stuff to handle, and it is his birthday. But that's not actually why he was gone. Was it the capacitor? Yes, it was. Not the outside dual run capacitor, which I've replaced those before. not here, but have before. It was the capacitor on the blower fan. I needed a 10 microfarad, 380 volt, 50 to 60 hertz capacitor. An easy replacement. Took seconds to do once I had the correct part and had made sure. So, yes, that was the crap. Mola's shipping. I need to finish this VRD. Yeah, they are shipping quite fast. The flex capacitor, is that what they're called? I feel like that's incorrect. Easy. Yeah. Oh, so easy. Just other than how they had the, so if you're not familiar with like where I grew up, the furnace and the air handler unit was in the basement. I mean, easy to get to. They're just right there. You just work on them. Here, that unit is in the attic, and it's the summer flux capacitor. Is that it? I still don't think so. But here they're in the attic, which sucks because it's hot up there. But we got that done under the Yeti XL video. Oh, that's a great choice. Mine's in the garage. I think I've seen that. Nicole just texted me. Could you read the list, please? I can read the list. So if you didn't see the mullet release video, in there, we are Nicole's walk for the Breakthrough T1D Foundation, which is the Type 1 Diabetes Foundation, and Emmett, my 7-year-old nephew, he's got Type 1 diabetes. So every year we contribute to that. Last year, I put it on the side of the budget build optic that Matt and I were doing with the wheel. This year, I put it on the side of the new mullet because that was fun. And we had some donors from that already, and wanted to say thanks to all of you guys who have donated already, which was Aaron Carr, Chris Bodine, Shane Thornock, Pablo Carrillo, Joe Whitworth, Henry Seamus, Todd Jackson. Much appreciated to all you guys already. I appreciate it very much. And Nicole appreciates it even more. Where's the link? I'll donate again. I'll go find the link for you real quick. I had it in the mullet video, but it is right here. And nope, wrong one there. Did I copy that correctly? Let's see. So this is the link to the walk for Type 1 diabetes for Emmett's crew. That is their walk team. Nicole says, appreciate it so much. Thank you all personally in a few weeks. Yes, she will as well. Looking forward to it. Emmett also said thank you. Emmett's true. Emmett's awesome. We talked to him on FaceTime tonight as well after he watched the videos when they came out. So yeah, it was a blast. It's fun to watch that every year. But so yeah, we had that part of the mullet release. I painted that body. See, Matt missed this week because he knew I was going to talk about my body paint and how I painted the body for that. I used 4 colors on the body plus like a silver and a white for backing. So technically 6 colors. It was pretty high-end paint job. Josh, thoughts on the new Traxxas body? If you guys did not see, Traxxas put out a Nissan Pathfinder body on the TRX4. The first photo I saw of it, I did not like it. But when I think it was just like the photo that they were using, I didn't like. In the video, it looks like a Nissan Pathfinder more properly, and it looks fine as long as you like Nissan Pathfinders. I'm not like a huge Nissan Pathfinder fan, but it doesn't look bad, and it's kind of cool to see the branch out. Obviously, Redcat is doing the Nissan hard body, which was the mini truck version of like the Pathfinder, right? So I was going to donate a dog. No. Here in the Midwest, we have basements, and that is where our furnace air handles. Exactly. And I miss that so much. It was so much easier rather than being in the attic. I texted him, your paint was better of the two. He told me I had bad taste. Now that's funny. Is a geo tracker next? Ooh, I do like a geo tracker. What was the TWS? Did the TWS, CTS, VTR, and the VTR was the tracker body, Grand Vitara tracker, same, right? Josh, I'll send you a post to my buddy's Pathfinder's, cleanest one I've ever seen. Don't. No, I don't need Pathfinders in my feed, unless it's on 13-inch wire wheels. Interesting choice. Xterra might have been. How about the Isuzu V-Cross? That's the one we need. That's an underrepresented vehicle choice. Pathfinder's cool, but Portals are weird on it. I get that. I just gave Matt his 420th like on the XL video. I'd love a yellow Xterra. Oh my god. I've seen those paint bids. You were brave. Listen, it was because it was for Emmett's body. I took a little bit of extra time. Hemi Storm's paint job was sick. It always is. Like, you knew that it was going to be. He is ridiculously good at that stuff. Hemi Storm will be at Proline by the Fire as well. Anyway. Donated, had to be the high bid. Gunner, too kind. Everybody, Nicole and the whole team there will greatly appreciate it. For certain. 13-inch Dayton's. I'm very tempted on that Redcat Caprice. I still have their donk wheels, or their 24s or whatever, because that just, I need it. The Caprice was I'm so glad that they did the Caprice. Wait till you see the rig Chris is bringing. I have not. Oh, I wonder if he's doing an IJ. I wonder. That will be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing it for sure. I said it anyway because it's weird to see. What wheel should I put on my Redcat trailer? Oh, I don't even know what size those use. I have no ability to help you answer this. Toners and white walls on juice. I want that Caprice body for a drift car bad. I want it as the actual. I just want it just up in the air, just straight donk like it should be. I'm a sucker for a G body. Nicole wants a G body, so I love a G body too. Anybody else think it's weird that Proline said the molds were destroyed and all the clearance stuff? So that's just something that they don't normally share, but that has been like something that's been kind of widely known on their side of things, is that once they're done with a project like that, yeah, they destroy the molds. Like, that's, I'm surprised. I was surprised to hear it the very first time I ever heard it, but I've heard that same thing from Proline for years. So while otherwise I would say that it was weird to see that being said, but that is a consistent thing that they have said. And like you've seen over the years, like, re-releases of things really don't happen. So yeah, I'm just saying. So, okay, you're over your goal now. That's awesome. Emmett will be quite stoked. I mean, he's very excited all the time for this stuff, but to see that, he will be very, very excited. But they said that a lot of them will still be offered as a pre-mount. Pre-mount. I don't know what pre-mount means. I guess, what do you mean by, I wonder what pre-mount?
I just got so many emails on my phone.
Oh, Nicole is quite happy. She's making sad face or happy face.
I'm happy cry.
Happy
Yes,
cry.
I
Happy
love you
cry.
guys, and I appreciate you so much, and thank you. You guys are the best.
happy tears only. Pre-mounted tires, not the bodies. That makes sense. I guess for the wheels and stuff, I could see that they wouldn't. I'm thinking when they say destroy the molds, that's for like body molds. That's always what I've heard. Body molds and things like that, they destroy those because those are made in a different way than like an injection mold for a set of wheels would be. But yeah, there you. She is on. She should be honored. Kidding. I'm kidding, of course. But we'll take this thing the last 10 minutes before we end it, just to keep it going for tradition. Next week will probably be a shortened version because Matt and I, like I said, we'll be together in Vegas after, let's see, it will be on Wednesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday is the NERSA show. So you'll see some content from both of us from that. But yeah, now can she get it? No, no, she cannot. Because actually destroy the extra honcho bumper. That's true, but that is because those were made in a different factory. And I'm just saying. One talk. Oh, I can't just talk about F1 by myself. All I can say about F1 talk is that I am beating Matt handily again. I am up to 18th. He's down to 25th or so. Doesn't even matter. He's so far down there. So excited that I'm beating Matt. Will RC Driver link something for us? What is the date on there will be new releases at NERSA this year. So you will see, I will say this year at NERSA, I'm aware that you will see more than just call it a new body on a platform you're aware of. You will see something new from somebody. Just saying. How much more has it to get Nicole in the dino suit? It's right here. And she is doing it, Gunner. Because we talked. It's right here next to me. It's happening. Already happening. Have you been practicing go-kart? I haven't been practicing yet. I don't know. I'm hoping that Sunday I can get there early enough to go put in a practice session before the actual race. So if you guys aren't aware, there's a industry event called the King of Karts, and it's open to the dealers and manufacturers who go to NERSA. And you register for it. Everybody gets in there, and you run qualifiers, and then they put you into heats. And top man, the A main, he gets to take the belt home. Last year, Vanquish took the belt home. This year, it's myself, Matt, Ripper Machinist, and Michael Pham. So Pham is the one who took the belt home last year. We're taking it back there again this year and hoping to bring it home again. So it's gonna see. Friday night live stream, both of you in the suit. I'll send another. Don't you goddamn dare. Don't you dare. I will be home next Friday though. And by next Friday, I really need to get my origin done for Proline by the Fire. So that's my goal, is so you guys can see my origin for Proline by the Fire. So I also put out a video this afternoon, if you're not a member, for the where is this thing? The Noble with the with the INR8-8D receiver / light controller setup. And I just did it all on a breadboard so you could actually see it a little easier. But I put that video out this afternoon. So at least that's when it went live. Don't dare be telling. Nice shelves. I am looking forward to having the shelves finished. The brackets are up. All is good there. That is just a piece of angle that's C-clamped in place just for positioning and rigidity as I got it up here. And that piece there is just a piece of this. So the actual shelves that'll be the top, and that, those are all have to be CNC'd and then stained and all that still. So we'll have it done. I was going back and forth on what I was going to do for lighting. I'm going back towards, I think I'm going to do LED lighting. I was going to do art lights, which, do I have any in here still? What did I do with them? It didn't matter. I was going to do puck style art lights because I liked the way that they looked. I thought they looked fun, but I may go back to LEDs. Yeah. Waterline safe. It is safe. The lag bolt positions were above where any water lines existed, thankfully. So I just updated my MB4 a little bit ago and cannot wait to get the new receivers in my rigs. Yeah, if you've got any of the Noble radios, doesn't have, this is the Plus, NB4 Plus. But if you have any Noble, you can update to the firmware that has this. And so, Noble or 10PX, what's better? I mean, this has got 16 channels, right? My 10PX is up there, doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess it just depends what you're after. If you the drift guys seem to love the 10PX. That's what my drift car is set up on. For crawling, I mean, this is a lot cheaper and does a lot of it. I will say that I still like my G11P, which is a lot cheaper than this even. It doesn't do some of this stuff though. Like you can't do that new receiver and stuff on this one. But I do love this G11P. It's what I decide to put most stuff on because I actually like the menu and navigation side on this just as much, or maybe even like this, like a little bit more than. So Victoria's going to force you into a little more drifting. I can feel it. There's a chance. He was the one. He got me going a little more. Bobby Gately shelves. Yep. Bobby will be the one to get all that stuff knocked out for me. Josh, we should rent some carts at Prairie City. I believe they're shifted. Yeah, I'm in for renting some carts. Are you gonna send do the shelves? No, I'm doing some Baltic birch. Doing some nice thick Baltic birch. NB4 Plus now. That's what that one is. But Noble versus Radio Link seems hard to beat for the features. I mean, freaking FPV. Yeah, I had the RC8 Radio Link for a short time, and it was fine. For me, there was no advantage for me to do the Radio Link over like what I was running at that time. I didn't end up going that way. I ended up using the Radio Master instead, and then I just kind of got over the Radio Master, and then I started using this more. The only thing the four-wheel steer on this one is not ideal. So I'll probably try and run four-wheel steer on this one more, and I'll probably do a modified wheel on it. So, God damn it, Gunner. Don't cancel it immediately. I swear to God. So lifelong Futaba guy, switched to the MB4 a few years ago. Don't miss Futaba. I mean, I still really like my Futaba. I just started using these other, I started using the Radio Master, and I like so much of what the Radio Master is, but hate so much of it at the same time, stuff from it. And then they teased this one, and I was just like, okay, I like what this thing is saying. And then I got a chance to get it early, and I really liked it. I had owned a lot of Fly Skies before that and never once liked it. But then I just really liked this thing, and it's just, so I just end up using it on everything because the Radio Disaster is the best remote. The Radio Master is so incredible with how powerful it is and how it's the best radio that I would never recommend to anybody. Like, it truly is. It's amazing. And I would never tell anybody to buy it. There's 5 people I know who I could be like, you should get this radio. And that's probably stretching it because I actually can't come up with 5 people. Like, if they just put a human level interface on the Radio Master, it's one of the best things ever. For $120 or whatever it is, it's incredible. As long as you get the ELRS version and not the 4-in-1. The 4-in-1 is absolute garbage. I still have both of them. I have my ELRS and the 4-in-1. The 4-in-1 I would rather chuck into a river than ever look at again. It's better than the Android Spectrum radio controller. I gave mine away. I gave it away to a friend who he wanted it. And I was like, hey, if you want it, I'm happy to give this to you and you enjoy it. Updating the firmware alone pissed me off to the point that it sat on the shelf. Yeah. Honest, the Radio Master, it's beyond incredible what it can do. But getting it to do the Radio Master is one of those ones, like, in my 20s, I would have sat there and tinkered with that radio to no end. I would have had it making microwave popcorn for me. I don't want to do that now. I am still tempted to grab a better Spectrum for all the RTRs I have. Easy. I tell you what, what's the new one that they came out with? The Plus, something DX Plus or whatever it is. For how cheap that is, and to have the dual protocol, I would buy that just for that purpose. Exactly what you're saying. However many RTRs and things like that I get that are that way, to have that plus 5C plus, I would have it just for that, just so that I could use that type of radio. Although I will say, like, the SLT radios that they send with those things, like, are kind of comfortable to use. Like, I don't hate using some of those RTR radios. Like, so, oh, it is after that time. So we even went a few minutes long. I want to thank all of you for donating to Nicole's cause, our collective cause for breakthrough T1D, type 1 diabetes stuff. Much appreciated. Emmett will appreciate it a bunch. And Nicole, I'm sure, is still over the moon. So, buy a new dog, Dad. I'm not even. She's going to be crying down there about T1D stuff. So we're past that already. And she has ADD so bad that she's forgot about the dogs already. So shh. If we get you to walk, I'll walk, but I'm not. I have to do it from here because I will be unavailable during the time when they're doing it in Kansas City. So much appreciated to all of you guys. Thank you very much. Hope you all have a good night. And next week we will see you live from Vegas. Love the new dog. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good one.